Collectibles, and today we are going to be unboxing something. And no, this is not a porno shoot. This is just a straight statue unboxing of Prime 1, 1/4 scale Legolas. And Legolas will continue on with this unboxing. Literally, I have the box right here. I'm just gonna jump right into it because I didn't even attempt to open this yet. Oh my gosh. Oh no, that's not good. Whoa. Wow, he was stuck to the top of the lid. The lid. So, upon opening this, now this is, let's go straight for the head sculpt. This is Legolas, I think exclusive version. I have 3 bow and arrows that can come out of his hands with this one. But I kind of went into the Lord of the Rings line when it comes to, oh wow. This really looks like him. Oh, cool. That's good, because when you spend that much money, by the way, comicconcepts.com, that's where I got this guy. The likeness is really, really good. I don't know if it's just mine that was really painted, like really awesome, but wow, I am impressed. Take a look, guys. All right, so the piece is not wanting to focus, but I'll get into close-ups and so on once I get the statue assembled. But yeah, like I was saying, I'm kind of getting into the Lord of the Rings line as far as Prime 1 goes. Wow, this is a really remarkable cape. What was that, silica gel? I hate these little things. But I was kind of getting into the Prime 1 line as far as statues go, because Prime 1 really does great pieces at a great price. Lately, their pricing hasn't been too great. Oh, that's cool. The quiver with all of its quills. Wow. This is, what is this? This is like resin, almost. Feels like resin. Obviously had to be something light of nature. And just look at all those details in that. That's his cape alone, and it looks like real fabric, but it's some type of, like a resin. It feels more resin than polystone. Polyurethane, I believe, is another one. Cool. So we have the cape, the head, and looks like, oh, that's gonna be his sword that plugs into the side of his little satchel at the side. So we're just gonna quickly go through the unboxing. And this is a nice Urkai blade. Now I did get the Berserker as well. That's yet to come. So we're gonna set those aside. I might speed this up. Pause for certain ones. Okay, so his hand is attached to the bow, which obviously for the purposes of likeness and getting stuff right, they don't want you to break it, so they do it themselves. Looks like it can swivel up and down. That's cool. Nice. Very nice details actually on the paint. I have to say the paint I'm quite impressed by, because Prime 1 kind of hit and misses as far as flesh tones go. So that's where I'm at with them. Another one of those Uruk blades. And then his other hand, which, oh, this is for his 3 bows, 3 arrows that he uses. They give you that, that's the exclusive hand. And then another one of the Uruk blades, very big. Actually, this is flexible, kind of more of a vinyl light piece, I guess, so it can plug in easy and stand still. So we do have the arrows, which are individually wrapped. Cool. There's that. These probably plug in somewhere in the base. Quite a few of them. And these are actually metal. They're actually metal. The rods, the arrows, they're nicely done with these arrows. I really like them. They're real metal, highly detailed, beautiful. All right, so we're off in the second layer, and the second layer consists of breaking his bow right out the bat by sitting on it. But anyway, his second layer is going to be the massive base and Legolas's body itself. So let's get out this base real quick and set it up on the table. All right. There's that. Oh, pretty looking. Nice. All right, so here we have, I'm gonna do this. Here is the actual base. The base, which is very nice. I like everything about it. It's very stony, as you would say, I guess. Stony. Here. So this, I'm guessing that's gonna be his little stand where he's sliding down the Uruk-hai shield. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Wow, all these pieces are independent pieces already built into the base. I thought you were gonna have to plug in half an Uruk-hai right here. Here's half that Uruk-hai. He's looking nice and dandy. Love the way that looks. kind of mad that I can tell you right now that goes there. Take an arrow to the neck. Kind of mad that, not mad, but kind of bummed that this is at the back, you know, at the rear of the base. I was kind of wanting this type of a piece to be in the front because half an Uruk-hai is awesome. I did have the Berserker on order, so that's also coming, but wow, that's kind of cool. Here's his arm that plugs in here. I haven't taken out his body yet, kind of assembling the base up first. Very cool, the half the Uruk-hai right there. I love that. That looks really cool. Like I said, I hate that there. Styrofoam's everywhere. They used to use, instead of thin paper, I'm getting lightheaded. Instead of thin paper that they put here and there, they used to use very nice looking velvety type of, like, I guess you would call it not paper, but I'm trying to find my words while looking at this. It was more of like a cloth, more so, and that used to be, to me, the preferred use is that one. That one awkwardly just slides right in and pegs right there. Kind of cool, I guess. Yeah. So cool. I got number 151. Out of what is it? 151 out of 750 was it? And this is the exclusive. I'm not sure. I think it's 151 out of 750. Base, so far what I'm seeing, the base is very nice. Although it's all rock, it really goes well with the Helm's Deep feel. I really like that. It looks really good, especially these Uruks, like faces right here. You can see one guy has no soul, all white on the eyes. Absolutely, one of my favorite parts of all of Lord of the Rings has to be Helm's Deep. The battle at Helm's Deep has to be pretty much one of the best. Absolutely loved it. This guy, I believe, has an arrow straight in him somewhere. So he's got a bloodied mouth. I'll go into detail with that. He's got a bloodied mouth. So let's get his body, which is right here. Oh, Legolas, you're a bit heavy. I need one of those professional statue reviewing blowers. Gets you lightheaded. Wow, this really looks like fabric. If you can get into all those details just right there, that really looks like fabric. Oh no, on him. So let's go ahead and plug this in here somewhere. Let's see. All right, so it's gonna plug in right there. Nice and easy, solid. I like that. The body is on pretty good scale. I like it. 1/4 scale, I think, was a way to go with Lord of the Rings. All right, so let's put on his bow and arrow. Let's put on his cape, which this pretty much pops on the top. I'm sure. He has a nice detail on the brooch. I like that. So hopefully nothing breaks here. This thing feels kind of like fiberglass. Really. What are you doing? Whew. That's a little hard one. Somehow, this ended up underneath. So cool. It was kind of hard to balance out, but once it's in there, I see why they went. This, it's almost like a fiberglass resin type deal. But look at that cape. That's really cool. I love the way that cape looks, for show. That looks nice. I do have the option of 3 bows or arrows or just 1 arrow. Not sure which one I'm gonna do yet. Kind of disappointed that this big giant Uruk-hai is in the back. I wish they would have put him in the front, you know? There would have been room in there for the front. If they would have pushed this back a little, they could have put him in the front. I don't understand what it is with companies putting stuff in the back. Understand. You gotta go poo-poo, you gotta go poo-poo. I really like this head sculpt. I'm really surprised by the head sculpt. That's really there for being, you know, sculpted Prime 1. Oh, that just completes a look right there. That looks really cool. Let me hide behind him. That's really cool. I like it. That looks cool. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's what I thought. This magnet on the back for the Uruk-hai's arm is very light. It's like a little touch and it falls off. I've seen issues with that in Prime 1 before. But not to worry. I don't know, let's do one arrow for now. That. So this string is actually flexible, almost like a rubber band type material. Looks good, huh? I like it. I like it a lot. Now let's switch it out with the 3 hands, or 3 arrows. I don't know what to call it sometimes. And now I know you have to be careful putting this on because I've seen some people's come apart, this string, and it looks kind of hard to tie up together again. So not gonna risk that. I'm gonna put this back on. Like I said, it's just a string. And then you can put the 3 arrows, which I'm not sure which one. Wow, so that's that. Alrighty, we're back. After some difficulties and having to assemble him and going through of what's what, well, you guys pretty much got it going in, right? Right, okay. So, this is the behemoth. I call him behemoth because it's pretty big for a Lord of the Rings statue. Not bigger than Sauron, obviously. As you can see, there is Sauron towering over Legolas. But I think this is a pretty cool setup, having Legolas right there. Sauron, just a cool desk setup. So, as you can see, this guy is fantastic. I absolutely love all the details that's going into him. As you can see, that face, I have to say, that face in person is very much so Orlando Bloom. I want to say like that is really spot on for Prime 1 doing their own gig here. This is the bonus part from Prime 1. They had a little exclusive. I don't know if can I spin it? Will you hit something? Let me see. Push him that way. Let me see if he just... this little arm here. Here, pop off. I want to give you guys a little go around too. This is a little arm. This thing kind of falls off. As you can see, I just took it off very easily, but it kind of falls off very easily as well if you just tap it. So kind of weak magnet there, but you can see here is the back, which is the Urukai, which we don't get to see. I don't get it. They should have put this in the front. They could have just moved back this whole area, pushed it back a little bit. Look at this. And like I was saying, push this back a little bit and put that Urukai in the front. I think that would have done a little bit of justice. You know, to me that looks like a front of a base. That right there. That's just an epic, you know. That's just epic right there. They should have put that in the front. That's a whole half of an Urukai. Sometimes, I don't know why statue companies do what they do, but Prime 1, you should have done that. Here is the, let's put him in the light. That is the dead Urukai with an arrow to his head and chopped off head. As you can see, the gore. Come on, can kind of see the gore here. His hair going throughout. Very cool looking piece. I love that they have the black blood look effect on them. I love it. And the weathering going throughout looks like very old, worn, used up leather boots. Love it. And then moving up to his like texturized pants that really gives off the feel and look of fabric. And this is polyurethane. I think that's the correct term for it. It's very hollow feeling plastic, but it, here's an Urukai sword. Hollow feeling plastic, but it looks so real, like cloth. And I think that's polyurethane when they're able to form it, kind of like vac forming. But that's polystone. Very nicely done on these leather straps and stuff here and there. Epically done. I love the way all of this looks. As you can see, he just looks amazing. About to shoot the Predator. He's no match for a 1/4 scale Pred. That's 1/4 scale Pred and 1/4 scale Legolas. Now that Legolas, obviously, itty bitty baby. But man, them Predators, I gotta tell you, they're big. The Preds are really big, especially if you're getting them 1/3. I can't do 1/3. I gotta stick to 1/4 in these guys. They're already so big. I would love it, but I mean, it's so hard to get into because it's just like, I think it's like gonna be like 12 grand just for the 3 brothers in AVPR. But more of this Legolas statue going throughout. Very nicely done on details such as the gauntlets going up his arm and that shoulder armor really looking like some leather. I absolutely love the textures and everything. They absolutely killed it with this statue. I'm really glad, especially his brooch. If you can see, go down in there, his brooch, the Fellowship brooch, I think it is. It looks like that emerald green. Very nice looking. These bow or arrow, I keep calling them bows. These arrows are metal. I have to put some tack, blue tack or something. Are metal, so you have to get them in right. There's like a direction you can put them. There we go. So I'm gonna keep that on. That's the exclusive part. It just, every bit of them looks wicked. And then the back, as you can see, I can't really get back there anymore. I shouldn't have put him up here so quick. But his quiver, I guess, I think that's what you call it, the quiver. Holds all his arrows. Those are independent arrows, just shorter, slotted into little pegs to give that look. There's his Legolas Elvish blades right there. the ultimate Legolas piece. I have to say, wow. I have to say, like, it's really good. I love it. It really gives off this like badass vibe. Sauron does too. I mean, don't get me wrong, but there's something about pieces like this that it just grabs your attention. Now, I did hear about this piece being knocked off easily, as you can see, but it is just this, like, it's very flexible material, so even if it falls, whoop-de-doo, but somehow that's what Prime 1 went with, or decided to go with. But paint apps, as far as like materials on, or paint on the materials, is very nice. As you can see, that's flesh tone right there. I don't know how I can capture it anymore, but that's very nice flesh tone. So that's what I'm gonna leave it at. This is probably the final resting point. I'm gonna have to put another light over this guy. Obviously I'm using the light for Brett over here, but I'm gonna put another spotlight over him, and it's gonna be dandy and cool. Like I said, wish they would have moved back the base a little bit, pushed back, and then put the Uruk-hai right there. Would have been great, but no. Prime 1, you're weird. And then they did that again with the new Gandalf the Grey, which is so awkward. I am just loving this sculpt though. It's just a badass piece. That really looks like Orlando Bloom. I'd say that's Orlando Bloom. That's like 90-ish%. In person, it doesn't look like good on camera for some reason. In person, it's him. That is definitely him. And I mean, the hair they've gotten amazingly done. Wow, that's really cool. You know, it's got that vinyl-y type hair. That's really good. Absolutely love this piece. I have to give it to them. Prime 1 did an amazing job. Now they're kind of going downhill as far as pricing and shipping costs go, because a lot of things are changing. But I'll only collect what I want to get out of this place. As far as Lord of the Rings lines, I passed on Gandalf the Grey, so I'm only collecting what I'm, eager to get. Like Gimli might make an appearance. Gimli might pop up, but I'm not sure. It just depends. Look at that. That's really cool. So Gimli might pop up, I'm not sure, but it just all depends. It looks really cool with him looking like he's hunting predators. I think that gives a cool look. But thank you guys for joining. I'm gonna give this guy like a 9 out of 10. That one point just because you should have put the thing in front. The Uruk-hai is supposed to go in the front. What is this? This is a beautiful back display piece. But I'm not gonna, I'd rather the Uruk-hai, And as you can see, the base, very nicely done as well. Rock base. And I love this like elvish design into it too. It's very nice. Very nice. I like it. So that's what it is. See, he's cool. They're really cool. And he put his hand back. I don't know what I was doing with it. Hi guys. So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 because that is just simply amazing. So if you like what you saw here on Easy Company Collectibles, make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Follow me, join the group down below, hit the join button down below. And until next time, what do we have next? I don't know, because statues take forever to deliver. That's really cool. The Predator's, that's how big the difference is. The Predator is this big and the Legolas is this big. Nice. All right, guys, see you later.